Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. And now this is the first video which is being uploaded from All India Human Rights Association, and this video is meant for describing how our association is and what we actually do, right? So as it is told, it's All India Human Rights Association. In short, we used to say it AIHRA, AIHRA. Now it's a civil society which is affiliated to United Nations. For this, you can just Google the site of United Nations and then check the list of civil societies there. Therein, you will see number 49 is of our association, AIHRA. Okay.
So the main thing when we talk about the development and the organizations, we have two type of associations in our country, that is the civil society and an NGO. The only difference between these both are NGO, in NGO 5 to 10 people can collectively come up and make up an NGO, and they can work for a specific cause or in a specific area. Wherein a civil society, it is just not limited to one state or area, it has branches all over the states in a country, and in international level also it is working on a wider scale than an NGO. Okay, now the major question which comes up in our mind is why we are working for human rights, why the concept of human rights is so much necessary to think about. So there are a lot of reasons for that, because as you know, the slavery concept, may it be the developing or the developed states, till now the concept of slavery is not diminished. Still there are many states, many areas wherein slavery are practiced, and a lot of people are being victim of it. Then we have a lot of suicides also, and suicides are of many types, like why a person commits a suicide and ends their life. They have many reasons about it.
Then we have cases of animal abuse and child abuse. A lot of abuses are still there, but these are the most scariest thing, because when you see come upon the case where an animal is being brutally abused or a child is being abused, you can see this is not at all a human nature. This is not a person who doing something like that cannot be just treated as criminal, because we need a different criteria to deal with them. But because of less enforcement of laws and corruption, we are lacking in this field. Then there are also cases of domestic violence, incest cases, societal cases, rape cases. There are a lot of cases wherein people are suffering. The victims are suffering. There is no justice to them because justice delayed is justice denied. So why to blame the enforcement, the executive body, the police, the government each and every time, when the society also have some responsibility towards the people living there, right? So we as an individual have a greater responsibility towards our society. If we stand up, if we see what is happening in our neighborhood, then crimes like this will at least reduce to some limit. This is how we are planning, and we are moving forward with our association. Then in this pandemic, we have witnessed a lot of cases wherein dead bodies are floating in the river. People, the relatives, do not have enough money to cremate their bodies. Why this is all happening now, why people are just giving money and taking off the vote of people, why the representatives are not taking care of the people from whom they are chosen up, why the people have blood on their hands. Not only the police is responsible to take care of this, the society, the people living should be held responsible for each and everything. So we as a human rights activists try our best to reduce the cases such like that. There are a lot of cases in India which is happening up. So are we just about to be sad about it, share the story on our WhatsApp or Twitter, and then leave the topic, or we should stand together and fight against this wrong which is happening in our society? Now poverty results into many dangerous things, such as child labor. You can see in the pictures how children are used to make money. Are you happy seeing this picture? You see their faces? Don't you think they require good amount of food, the proper milk, the good nutrients, a good family, education system? These are the future of a country. If they are just doing these work, then how our future will be developed? How our country will develop? This is the major question. So as an individual, we have also some responsibility towards them. Just we cannot have a good meal just because we are rich enough to eat it. and we don't consider what's happening in the society. So we have to be genuine enough to think what is happening there, right? So as a human rights activist, we work for them. At our capacity, we try to do the best, but since the poverty cases are too much, we need your help also, so that you can also come with us. We can make a human chain, and then we can all together work for them. Now, when the cases, rape cases, murder cases, other offenses are increasing day by day, our nature is also being affected. You can see how a good planet Earth has come up to the destruction level, how the land is being affected, how the ocean is being affected, how the wildlife is being affected. People are just making factories and making huge amount of money, but no one is concerned what is happening to the environment, what is happening to the child, what is happening to the wildlife, what is happening in your family. No one is concerned about how many people are suffering for so many diseases. Pandemic is also one of the reason of this destruction. Now, so what we want now? We know what is happening. We know how destruction has taken up. So now what we do? We just curse ourselves or curse our elders for making up the factories or development or industrialization, or we just stand up together for betterment of our society. So it's up to you whether you want to be a human rights activist or just be silent on this phase. Now, the introduction of our society. We are from All India Human Rights Association. As I have already told, it is affiliated from United Nations. It was established in 1987, so it is not a 1 day or 2 day organization. It is a civil society. So we have 719 centers in India, and we have so many centers abroad also. We are working for harmony, friendship, national, international integration by exchange of ideas and ethos amongst the neighboring countries and the people of the rest of the world. We need to save this world. So this is not a project of AIHRA. This is a project of every individual. This the motive we are carrying up, we cannot complete it alone. So we need your help. We need the human chain for working for it. Since we are not the police, we are not the government, we are not the president or prime minister, something like that. We don't have the power. We have the power of public. So when we are together, we will do something really good for our society. And one thing to be made in consideration is AIHRA is purely a non-political, secular NGO. It doesn't follow any of the political parties. It doesn't follow any of the religions. It doesn't discriminate upon any of the people. May it be male, female, transgender, others, or it may be a child, maybe a old age woman or old age person. No discrimination is made among any of the people. A lot of projects are being taken up by us, and internship programs are also meant for the students so that they can do the awareness program and help us in achieving our motive. You can see a lot of photographs here. We really think the people supporting us, hold the award ceremony, the every state we have a center. As I have already told, we have more than 700 centers in India, so in every state we have it. We have a lot of conferences also, press conferences also. We try our best to develop the society. AIHRA stands with every human being. There is no discriminatory criteria among it. So we work for awareness, we work for protection, we work for upliftment of human rights. As I have already told, there is no discrimination on any criteria. You can see in this picture, he is our current president, Dr. M.U. Dua, and he is with Lakshmi Narayan Tripathi, also known as Lakshmi. Lakshmi is a transgender, a human rights activist, and our life member also. And she is brilliant in nature, and she is with us for the upliftment of rights of transgenders. AIHRA will complete its 35 years in 2022. In these 35 years, we have achieved a lot of things because of your support and love. But a lot of things need to be achieved also. So AIHRA has been running a free school for poor persons in North Delhi since 1987 from its birth, and AIHRA is handling more than 721 centers in all over the India, and we have the centers abroad also in 7 neighboring countries. You can see in these pictures like of different states, Kolhapur, Bihar, and herein we have of Jharkhand, and this is also of Jharkhand. A lot of pictures are there, and you can visit www.aihra.org. Then you can see a lot of pictures of rallies, human right awareness, upliftment journeys, and a lot of speeches also of there. A lot of people are supporting us, good jurists, judges, lawyers, doctors. There are a lot of people we have. Everything is transparent, so everything is mentioned to in our site. Whichever person is our member, which all centers we have, all details are there on the website, so it's working very transparent. You can see and you can have a glimpse of it on the website. Okay, so AIHRA has organized several national and international programs also, as I have told earlier, and in the Indian International Center, City Fort Auditorium, Indian Habitat Center, Pragati Maidan, and throughout the places in India and international level. You can just go through in our social networks also, wherein we have uploaded a lot of media supporting it. These are some of the photographs of the journey for the awareness by the Human Rights All India Human Rights Association. You can see and you can refer from the website also. 3 times All India Road Journey. AIHRA has undertaken 3 times road to road every place we have gone, just to make people aware of their basic necessities and basic rights, how they can take up their basic rights, or if their rights are being violated, what all are the remedies available to them. If they don't have money, so whom they can concern to, how we can help them, and how we can expand our family. These are some photographs of the journey you can see, and the program also, and a lot of programs which is initiated by AIHRA. Then on 10th December, every year on 10th December, we celebrate International Human Rights Day on a very large scale, because people from every state used to come and we have a very great meeting. We have very good delegates over there and we used to meet them, we need to greet them, we give awards also for their development and for their work for the society. So we have two major motives of AIHRA. There are two major motives. One is for the national interest, one national language, one law universally applied for all, and one national identity. And in the public interest, stop communalization of education, health, culture, and ethos. And you can see like how much we have succeeded in this field, but some of the glitches are still there and we need to get success in that also. You can see the pictures. These were some books. There are 7 published books on human rights published by AIHRA. These are some of it. Then this is the profile of our current president. You can just visit www.aihra.org and you will get to know, or you can read from here also. I will be sharing the link in the description box as well. These are some pictures from abroad. This is from Paris and this is from United Nations headquarters. Now the type of members we have in our association are of 5 types: general member, active member, special active, senior, and life member. So everyone have some their speciality. General members are specifically for the making of human change, so that the more people we have, the more we can work for the upliftment of human rights. Then we have active member. They are the officials. They are working for the protection of human rights. They are working day and night. They are making centers. They are doing, they are filing RTI also. They are doing each and everything by making a specific center, and a center code and a proper letterhead is also issued to them. Then we have a special active member. They are given the power of press. You know that the media is now the 4th pillar of our country. So the power of press is not hidden by anyone. So the special active member are given the responsibility of press, and they have to work in accordance of some limitations. Then we have a senior member that is of 5 years time period, and the life member is of the 10 years time period. These are some photographs with some delegates. I hope some of are very similar faces to you. From more photographs, you can see we have our branches in each and every field. Along with each and every state, we have our branches in each and every field. May it be doctors, may it be legislators, may it be the executive body, may it be the judiciary, may it be the film stars. Everywhere we have our branches, because after you're pursuing your professional life, first of all, you are a human being and you need to work for the human rights. Now enlisted are some list of opportunities when you become the member of All India Human Rights Association, like becoming a real life hero. So you first of all is the press reporter, as I have already told. Then we have campus heads, secondary campus heads for the students studying in universities, because a lot of crime is also happening in universities and we need people, the youth, to cover up that. Then we have the opportunity of becoming the member of national committee. You can direct come to the headquarters and get to know how to become it. You will be guided through it. Then we have social media handler. Obviously this time in this time it is very essential and good for your CV also. Then teaching any topic, subject and talent, because through this what we do is some people are not able to have good tuitions or have some clarity in concepts on their schools or something like that. So through this we are giving them education purposes. This is completely for education purposes and free of cost. And becoming a real hero is that's how the human rights activist is actually working. They become as a real life hero. The member of state, you can become a member of state human rights commission also. Some of the our members have become, and for example you can see from our website also it is mentioned there. As I have already told, everything is very transparent. Then you acquire a special status in society because you are doing something good for the society. It is not you are blindly following everyone and not speaking against what is wrong. Traveling and knowing the real world, because without traveling how you will get to know what is happening in nearby areas. Helping people in need, and you can be taken up for United Nations or international conferences if you are eligible enough to do that. So now these are some photographs. I hope that some of the pictures faces are more similar to you. These are the photographs of United Nations headquarters. The incentive structure. Now there is a proper incentive structure. Why it is meant? Because mostly people in our country are suffering from poverty, and mostly people do not have enough money to pay the membership fees. So we have the incentive structure for them, so that the money comes back to you, and whatever the money you are gathering as a group can be used for the society and can be used in any developmental project you want. And if you want to make a school or give a land for making up a school or doing something like that, AIHRA will be providing the money for it, because whatever the funds we have collected, we are just using it for these projects only, and everything is very transparent, as I've already told before also. And yes, one more thing, that the center code and the post is only allotted by the Delhi headquarters only. So please make this thing very much clear. If someone is doing fraud by giving you the name or title, do not believe them, because the center code and post is only given by the Delhi headquarters. This video is not for advertisement purposes. This video is meant only for you to understand the meaning of human rights and what is the importance of it, and we need your help to cover up our motives for the upliftment, for the protection and the awareness of human rights. So these are some of the posters you can clearly see, and we will request you to come and join AIHRA and save, protect humanity and fight today for the better tomorrow. Thank you for listening me for too long. For more information, you can visit these websites www.aihra.org or ehru or aihranews.org, and you can email us anytime on this email ID given. I will be giving it on the description box as well. And yes, you can, if any crime you are facing up or any offense has been taken up, please let us know, let us help, let us be together into this, right? And you can WhatsApp at these numbers also, and this is the Delhi headquarters number. You can call anytime. Let us work for the upliftment and protection of human rights. Thank you.